you, Brad. Okay, let's go to Kirby Adams, who is in our Storm Team Care Team phone center, where those phones are ringing off with all kinds of pledges. People are looking for teachers, letter carriers, and doctors, and Kirby's going to tell you why.
Yes, many challenges going on in here in our mini telethon. It's been going on since 5 o'clock, and we're going to go on right and through midnight tonight. The number to call is 582-7729 if you would like to donate money to help the flood victims of Flood 97. With me right now is Mike Crenshaw. Come on in for a second, Mike. You're with the Red Cross, and you can tell us where this money is really going to go, because you've seen how many people are out there. How many folks is the Red Cross helping at this point?
Well, right now we have about 1,028 that are housed within 7 Red Cross shelters within our community. In those shelters, we've now dispersed about 4,900 meals. So the funds are really needed right now in order to keep those shelters functioning and open.
Terrific. Thank you, Mike. So you've heard why we need the money. Again, the number to call is 582-7729. Now, here are some of the challenges that are going out, and there are many of them. We'll go right over here to Roseanne. Challenge, quickly.
Kirby, I've got 3. We've got challenge from the Sheet Metal Workers Union, number of 110. Chuck Miller says $10, and beat it or match it. Jay Cummings from a Heating and Cooling Contractors has a $100 challenge.
All right, great. We have one more challenge. We've got to tell you about the food servers from which restaurant?
It was a waitress. Her name is Denise Kurlitz, and she has issued a challenge for $10, and she has issued a challenge to all of the people that she knows, and there's a number of people who are going to be calling in.
Terrific. Okay, I had to get that in because she called a long time ago. I've got to send it back to you right now. Gene and Doug, please call in and help us out.
All right, Kirby, thank you.
Now Kirby Adams on a live microphone, that's trouble.
All right, we showed you earlier pictures of the governor's helicopter are surveying in the air, surveying the area. It is on the ground now. It has landed. Julie Koenig is up in Sky 11. Now, Julie, where are you all?
Gene, we are now flying over the National Turnpike, and a portion of that road is still flooded. This is close to the Glen Gary subdivision that voluntarily got hightailed out of here yesterday. The governor's apparently down there having a look at that subdivision, one that was very badly hit, and there's still considerable amounts of water in this area, although it's starting to recede from many of the homes. You can see the governor's Black Hawk helicopter with a couple of his National Guard escorts there keeping watch on that. We haven't seen Mr. Patton himself. Kind of hard to pick out various individuals from this level, but there's still a lot of traffic on National Turnpike, even though, as you can see, there's lots of water there. It's probably as high as the wheel wells on those vehicles that are driving through it. So the governor is somewhere in the vicinity checking out one of the heavily damaged areas just north of the Gene Snyder here in the Fairdale area of South Jefferson County. Gene.
For us. And the governor, again, is surveying the damage. I believe he's going to ask for federal dollars to help with some of the cleanup of the flooding. And since people have seen the damage to their homes, their thoughts are turning, of course, automatically to insurance claims and what will and what won't be covered.
We're going to try to answer some of your questions right now live. With this is Brent Roten, who's with the State Farm Insurance Company. Mr. Roten, thank you very much for coming in. I guess the first question people need to know is, all right, I've got water in my basement. I've got homeowners insurance. Am I automatically covered for what's happened to me with the flooding?
The answer to that question is no, it's not. It depends on the coverage that you have under your homeowner's policy. It also depends on the source of the water.
All right, I suppose the next question then is, who do you call? And, you know, how fast, how soon do we need to get things moving into the action? Do you advise people to go into the homes and start cleaning up, or should you get somebody on site right away to see the damage?
The first person you should call is your agent. And after you report it to your agent, then you can go forward to do anything within reason to minimize the damage to your property.
Brent, what about, some people do have flood insurance, we understand, but there's a lot of talk that this area could be declared a disaster area, and there's a possibility of federal funds coming in. How does that impact whether you have insurance or not?
It doesn't impact the insurance coverage. You do have to have a federal government flood insurance policy in force for this to be covered by that policy.
All right, thank you very much. Brent Roten with State Farm Insurance is kind of giving us an idea of what the next step is going to be after the cleanup, is getting those insurance claims and the adjusters in to see what can be salvaged and what needs to be replaced. Now, there is widespread damage across the state after more than 24 hours of very heavy rain.
Jeff Lifson has been on the road most of the day surveying what this storm has done.
We're about 2 miles just south of Shepherdsville by Minton's Variety Store, if anybody knows the landmarks around here. And we're witnessing actually one of the first Hemet rescues that we've seen since we've started this afternoon. The Hemet hooking up to this truck that's been lodged here in almost knee-deep water. One of the rows is already snapped. They're trying it now with a second strap. It actually looks fairly promising. Looks like they might be able to get it out. Rescues like this are pretty commonplace with these Hemets that have this ability to go almost anywhere and have been instrumental in getting these trucks and getting these people out of the Shepherdsville area. That's one truck driver who's awful happy that this Hemet just showed up. Reporting just south of Shepherdsville, this is Jeff Lifson. Now back to you.
All right, again, we want to show you the number for our Storm Team Care Team in the event that you can donate anything at all to help these people that you've seen who've lost their homes and their clothes and their cars.
Phones are ringing off the hook.
The phones are ringing. We want to show you that number. There it is, 582-7729. We're going to take a break, come right back. We're going to show you images now from our Sky 11 as the sun sets over Kentuckiana.
Wait, this is something we haven't seen in a while. Look at that sight. It is sunlight.
Rays of sun.
Yeah, from the horizon, breaking through the clouds. What's going on here? Well, we're thrilled to have it. Coverage live from WHAS continuing in just a couple of minutes.
We know it's coming. We know how much. We know when. We know where. We're the WHAS-11 Storm Team, armed with the most advanced weather tracking systems, experienced in forecasting Kentuckiana's changing weather patterns. We know where and how much. All you have to do is watch the WHAS-11 Storm Team, exclusively on Kentuckiana's news channel, WHAS-11. Now, only on Sky 11, the new power cam with infrared night vision. Now, you'll see in the dark aerial news coverage like you've never seen before. The first, the best, Sky 11, only on Kentuckiana's news channel, WHAS 11.
These women say...
It's 582-7729, and we love the fact that these phones are ringing off the hook.
Kirby, let me give you a reason to keep those phone calls up. These are the numbers that came out of a news conference about 3 o'clock today. $51 million in damage in Jefferson County alone. This comes from Dave Armstrong, the county judge. And, Gene, 40,000 homes impacted by the flooding. 40,000 homes. Now, that doesn't tell you the number of people. You never know how many people are living in these homes. 40,000 homes in our community. And so the Storm Team Care Team thing has taken off since we went on there at 5. We're very proud to see it, and we thank you for your help.
And that's just here in Jefferson County. Okay, Sky 11 is up, kind of following the governor and the governor's helicopter and entourage as the governor, again, continues to survey the damage in Kentuckiana. Again, the governor's helicopter has landed. Julie Koenig is up in Sky 11. Now, Julie.
Yes, Gene. Sorry, we had to dodge a little traffic there from another plane coming in. We've been keeping our eye on the ground here, trying to see if we can find the governor and where he might be surveying the damage. We've seen a couple of large trucks, but none of them appeared to be him. We're coming up on another well-lit vehicle down here. Let me take a look through my binoculars and see what I can see. That could be him down there. There is a truck with some very bright lights kind of going through a flooded circular part of this neighborhood. Again, we are north of the outer loop, just to the west of National Turnpike. And Governor Paul Patton, it looks like that could be him down there, taking a look at some of the homes and some of the damage and the very, very high water. Listen, we are just about out of sunlight and almost out of fuel, so for now we need to sign off and head back to Clark County, and we'll keep you posted on what we can see from the sky. For now, we're out.
All right. Yeah, you guys go back and get some fuel.
Flap your arms back and forth.
And thank you very much, Julie Koenig in Sky 11, doing a fine job all day long. Okay, we're going to continue with our Storm Team coverage of the flood of '97. We're going to show you some pictures of, this is southern Indiana. Again, look how close the water is to this train track. This is, again, just evidence of the devastation that we've seen in the past 24 hours. We'll be back in a moment.
Sunday morning.
Flood 97.
What we want to tell you about
The WHAS 11 Storm Team.
plane over
Expanded coverage.
is by boat.
Exclusive Sky 11.
The flames now.
When you needed to know the Storm Team, because nothing can turn on you faster than the weather.
You can see that
Spirit accuracy, watch, early warning, Storm Team coverage you can count
Kind
on.
of heavy rain.
Widespread cost.
Flooding is coming back. What's off to our west?
KENTUCKIANA'S News Channel, WHAS 11.
People think goal setters aren't